somebody filed a case saying that a church was disturbing him at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the High Court there gave an order saying that religion is not an excuse for disturbing your neighbors. The people fighting against noise pollution is Dr. Oak, who's a Hindu, and myself, who's a Muslim, and there is a Mr. H.S. De Lima, who's a Christian, and who fought a long and hard battle in his own gully against a madrasa, which was creating a lot of noise. So I think you have representation from all or several of the major communities, and it cannot be said that any of us have anything in mind against another segment of society or against another religion, since we are all working on the same issue, and all of us are against noise and not against any particular religion. In fact, not even religion is an excuse for disturbing your neighbors. And the church appealed to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court in 2000 passed a landmark judgment upholding the High Court's order, and also stating that while we have rights and responsibilities which go together,
the politicians feel that if they make more noise, they are stronger. This cue is also taken up by the religions. The more the noise is made, the stronger is the religion. And this Jugalbandi, which has started in various religions, has made common man's life little more miserable, because the religions are competing with each other and the common man is sandwiched. So Clean, that is Society for Clean Environment, had gathered enough data on decibels during the festivals, various festivals of all religions, and they found that the decibel levels were very high, 85 to 115, which were absolutely not conducive to normal day-to-day life of the people. So I approached the court with the idea that these decibel levels must be controlled, and most of the people had complained of loudspeakers, crackers, open-air cinema shows, marriage halls, which were very disturbing to the neighborhood. Loudspeakers can be easily controlled and they could be stopped. Suppose if a person puts a loudspeakers and runs away, even that loudspeakers can be removed. Not such is the case with crackers.
So far we have been saying the court orders and the rules have said that up to certain decibel limits are permitted and beyond that are not. But people don't really know on a practical basis what violates those decibel levels and what doesn't. So I think it's important to bring to their notice that the crackers that they are using, and which some of them, of course they already know that these are very high, but they may be higher than they had ever imagined. And there may be others which they thought were actually quite what they call noiseless or less noise crackers, and which actually are not that noise free as they thought. So I think it's important to give them an analysis of what it is they are using, exactly broken down into a quantity they can relate with. So that is one part of it, public awareness, which is why it was so important that the press and media be present, and really the reach of an individual is limited, but once the press broadcasts it, many more people know about it. And I think awareness and enforcement always go together, because I may be very, very aware that I don't want to be disturbed by somebody else's noise and completely unable to do anything about it. So it's when there's when I have an enforcement agency I can turn to and count on their support, and also know that when I complain and I say that here's this cracker which is causing me damage, irreparable damage to my health in some way, that I will be protected from that particular assault. So these two things go hand in hand, and it is only when you can demonstrate to the enforcement agency what it is you're trying to get them to enforce that really they will really be able to do anything to enforce that. So I think it's just a beginning. It's a very small beginning. There's a lot to do yet.